think that's part of what we're looking at is being is in the present moment, and it's here now versus some of our old paradigm thoughts of what was or what will be. And this is what requires us to go into the I don't know land with faith, with equanimity, sense of peace, because I'm getting older. My body's energy is dissipating. As one person put it, they're picking my row. As friends are leaving their bodies. And for me, my peace, my happiness comes from the gratitude for this moment, here, in the miracle of it. Why am I here? I could be mud. You know?
Right.
And here I am.
Right.
And this is magic. It's a miracle. And to carry that moment to moment, breath to breath, sense of joy, just for the very gift of being. It takes a lot of pressure off having to do to get to here, so that then finally
you will attain what you have right now.
What I have right now. So circular versus linear. And that's really what Just Be It is about, is just to come into that felt sense of interconnection. So if I'm in deep passion, and generally it takes practice and deep dedication to a discipline, to come to that level of performance where I can just accept what is. I couldn't do it when I started playing trumpet. When I played trumpet, it was, there it was, here I am, and I must do something to it so that it sounds good, or else it's doing something to me. But it was probably 30 years of playing before it was just like, who am I? Am I the trumpet? Am I the tone? Am I... And there's a surrendered performance. And when you see this in music and hear it live, and that's why I love live music, because that's where you really see.
I guess for starters, it's a deep focus and concentration. And it's becoming the posture itself rather than worrying. And then I'm talking about hatha yoga only, the physical yoga. But it's about becoming the posture without the noise and the chatter in your head. About how does this look? Am I doing it right? Does it feel right? It's just becoming the posture and then breathing in it and trying to go deeper. And it's an opening up of the whole body, which houses our energy, and it actually releases energy when you do practice yoga rather than expending energy. When that releases, it builds energy rather than expending it. But I guess I don't feel lost. I feel very in tune. I feel very focused.
Okay, so what you would say, though, is like a phrase you could say is the posture. Just be it.
Right.
Contrasted to the posture, just do it.
Right.
Can you speak to that?
Well, another way is saying become one with the posture. And again, to me, just do it is the chatter in your head. And I think for me, that's my yoga practice has done tremendous work for me as far as the chatter in my head. I've just been a constant chatter, a nervous chatter about what's right, what's wrong, and are people looking at me? That sort of mindless, constant chatter. But in yoga, when you start working away from that and then becoming more centered, just be it. Becoming more centered, becoming with the posture, and turning off what I also call monkey brain, and just breathing with it.
I want to speak to that. What is monkey brain? Basically, what I'm talking about is thought. And if you can look at an infant, say before 9 months, particularly, well, I used to think they had to be a month old, but basically what we see is that this spirit comes into the body. So if you take this formless spirit that comes into form, and you look at the face and the experience of the infant before monkey mind or language or thought, which is what all of this has come to me from, is just how we language our universe. You see this sense of wonder on their face. It's a very different look in the eyes of an infant when they're just coming into the body. In my experience, because I don't know what happens when I leave this body either, I have no idea, but I have had experience with people in their last days, moments within their bodies. And their eyes have the same depth as my grandchildren's eyes in their first month of life. Not only their eyes, but one thing that you've said that is interesting to me with yoga, you say, first come to the breath, then a line, and then go deeper. Right. The breath that I've experienced in the end stages of life and the breath of the infant is very similar. It's very different than what it is in the middle of our life. And there's something that is happening that is full feeling. And I wonder if when we reach, when we reach those last moments, do we let that thought go? Do we come full feeling? Because I've seen this with traditional belief systems. My mother was a very traditional Lutheran and had a cognitive belief system. You know, it's just like the minister said, well, this will happen, and the scripture says this, and it's very linguistic. It's in the head. But yet, that moved her to a feeling that was so deep and spiritual that gave her courage to surrender into, I don't know. Her last words to me were, Randy, let's fly.
Let go.
Let's fly, yeah. Let's just be here now. Get out of poor boy not having his mother. Get out of whatever you're holding on to back here and what you want to not let go. And just be here. So that's kind of hitting it on the broad scale, but this is what happens in yoga practice when you're on the mat. Right. Am I doing good? Am I not doing good? Right. Am I enough? Am I not enough? Am I too fat? Too thin? Am I so disgusting because I ate so much last night? And I think when we really can move from that place of judgment, of separation, where I'm here, the mirror's there, I'm here, oh, and there's that sexy girl there, or oh, there's that
really good yogi.
Good yogi good over postures. There, oh. And I can come to the experience from my head to my heart. Because my heart doesn't know judgment. Now I'm open to just an easy session here now in full acceptance of this moment, of this opportunity to participate 100%, to just be. And then my doing is fused with the fuel of my heart. So that's another way I would look at